Hello brothers and sisters, it's Miss Dana Ashley coming at you again with another video on September the 3rd, 2017. Today I wanted to share a little with you about the dreams and revelations and visions that have been given to thousands and thousands of people regarding the imminent destruction of the United States of America. Fun, huh? I know this is not really something that a lot of people want to think about or talk about. In fact, in my real walking daily life, I don't have many people to share this kind of information with, which can be a little frustrating that people don't want to know this sort of thing more. I personally have studied the New Age movement for many, many years, and so I came across this information without any sort of biblical confirmation at all. And so I've been into it a while, but in that time I really didn't have any sort of solution, and that is even worse, far, far worse than knowing that we were warned of these days, and we were told that it would all unfold. Now, for those of you who are not believers, I just ask that you be patient and maybe look at this like you would a prediction from Nostradamus or Edgar Cayce, and just take a listen to what I have to say, and then whenever I refer to the word, meaning the Bible, you can just say, and put that on a shelf to remember that there could indeed be some validity to this whole Bible thing. I understand what it's like to not believe in the Word and to not believe in Christianity at all. I've been in that position for pretty much my whole adult life. If you check out my testimonial video, you'll see all about it. Pertaining to the days that we're in now, some people who are believers are going to say, oh, but these dreams and visions cannot be biblical or scriptural because we're all going to be raptured out of here. For you too, I would beg of you to remember Acts 2:17, that in the end days I will give my spirit, I'll pour my spirit upon all flesh. And just keep that in mind, because there's nothing that I'm going to be showing you that doesn't have dozens and dozens, if not hundreds or thousands of people having the same exact dream. And as for its scriptural proof of these dreams and visions, wait till the end of the video and you'll see all that there. Okay, so we'll just jump right into it. I'm going to have dreams and visions of people, but also I'll include some information regarding how this is happening in the real world, meaning when people dream about Walmart FEMA camps, I'll include some information about proof of people who've actually found these camps and putting them in there. So anyway, hold tight, enjoy the ride, and for those who feel like this is fear-mongering, remember this. Imagine there are two sets of parents. Both of them have an 18-month-old baby boy. Both of them have a burning hot stove in the corner of their living room. Would the set of parents who said, "Don't touch, ouch, ouch," would those be fear-mongering parents if the other ones said nothing? Or would they be loving parents because they warned their child about the truth of the hot burning stove? I'll leave that up to you to decide. But all of the things that I share with you are out of love, and we are not to fear. And we are not to fear because we have a solution. So hang out, check it out, let me know what you think. Got a lot of new subscribers from the Mark of the Beast video that I had released. Then there's some references to the Mark of the Beast in here. So thanks a lot. Take care and talk to you soon. Bye-bye. One more thing I forgot to add. I believe that in Revelation, when it talks about taking the mark of the beast and this beast system that rises from the sea with many heads, I wanted to mention that that is, in my opinion, that is a New World Order system. From studying the Truther movement, I already had determined that those were the guys that were basically wanting to enslave us all. And when you compare that with the Bible and this beast that rises up to persecute believers with the RFID chip, when you hear them talk about the New World Order system, that is the beast that is rising. Now, in terms of America, we are the whore that sits on the beast. So we are that whore of the beast who has spread our violence and our immorality all over the world through our media and through our politicians and through our war-mongering policies. So anyway, just wanted to clear that up. See you in a bit.
And for the international order that we have worked for generations to build. ordinary men and women are too small-minded to govern their own affairs. That order and progress can only come when individuals surrender their rights to an all-powerful sovereign.
Go. Go. We're here. I got high. I got high. Front door's open. I'll get it. I got it, Jeff. I'm gonna go to the left side. Police department, third floor! Police department, third floor! Ah, hey, fuck! Go! Police department, third floor! Get down! Get down! With you! Need one! With you! One on front of the couch, then. Up, hun. Get up. On top of your head. Put your hands on top of your head. I got it.
We lead the world in facing down a threat to decency and humanity. What is at stake is more than one small country. It is a big idea, a new world order, where diverse nations are drawn together in common cause to achieve the universal aspirations of mankind: peace and security, freedom, and the rule of law.
In this dream, I was being hunted down by 4 men who were dressed in soldier uniform, army uniform. These men were trying to kill me, and the reason for trying to kill me was because I was a Christian. I hadn't done anything wrong at all. They were trying to kill me because I was a Christian. I believe there's a time coming soon when Christians will be so badly persecuted, we will be killed just for believing in Jesus. I was running for my life, and I knew that these 4 men that were hunting me down, they had automatic weapons, and they were highly skilled, highly trained in looking for people, and they also had technologies that was very advanced. They were using machines where they were able to see where people are without using the naked eye, if you know what I mean. In my dream, I was on the run from them for a very long period of time. I found myself walking through sewers. I couldn't just walk along the main streets and stuff. I had to hop gardens and stuff. I had to beg people to let me stay in their home, because of course the Christians in these end days coming up, we won't be able to buy or sell without the mark of the beast. And this dream I had last night was they were hunting Christians. I believe there is a time coming soon that the Lord was showing me there that Christians won't just be persecuted, we will be put to death. I know it's already happening around the world, but people will hunt you down. And I think in my dream, I believe I was in America.
So here we go with my third prophetic dream, and it takes place in a Walmart store. And the first thing was that I saw scanner machines that you scan your hand for the RFID chip.
Okay, we're at Walmart and we're looking at the new Solo Health Station. What's really unique about it is look at the scanner, knee level. For your hand, where you can swipe your hand for the RFID chip. Okay, we're going to start.
Welcome to the Solo Health Station. Please select the test that you would like to take. You can press as many as you like.
Look at this.
Then press start.
It's affordable health care.
Would you like to check your vision?
Obamacare.
Check your blood pressure?
It's asking all kinds of questions it shouldn't really ask.
The Affordable Care Act, also known as Obamacare, was passed in 2010.
So last night, it was at 4:38 a.m. I just heard words spoken. I did not see a vision or get a dream. I heard these words spoken, and it was really clear in the beginning. So at first I hear, "Tell everyone." That was super clear. "Let me tell you about Obama." That was clear. And what he's going to offer. He's going to say something like, if you have a Fed plan, he's going to say, if you have this type of plan. I did hear this clearly. You can be part of the beast system.
Hi, I'm Janet Napolitano, Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. Homeland Security begins with hometown security. That's why I'm pleased that Walmart is helping to make our communities more safe and secure. If you see something suspicious in the parking lot or in the store, say something immediately. Report suspicious activity to your local police or sheriff. If you need help, ask a Walmart manager.
To understand the truth about Walmart, you first need a history lesson. The founder, Sam Walton, is long deceased, but his legacy is very much alive. What is he remembered for? Well, you may not know that Sam Walton was a part of the U.S. intelligence agency during World War II and a security chief over internment camps located inside of the United States. These camps held hundreds of thousands of whites of German and Italian descent and Asians of Japanese descent. They were held there after FDR violated their constitutional rights. Sam Walton oversaw these prisoners of war. The Walmart U.S. government connection is not new, you see. It goes way, way back.
Hey, fallen angels of Babylon, it's coming for you. Gonna see it through, and you know it's true, and it's gonna bruise, and you got everything and nothing left to lose.
So we went to Walmart and we had some shopping to do, and before we got in the store, we were walking in and I looked up and I saw shooting stars everywhere. And I was like, hey, look up there. And she was like, wow, that's crazy. And we stood there for a minute or 3 minutes and watched the sky. We did our shopping inside and it was chaotic, but it was the new normal, so it wasn't disturbing at all. It was chaotic because I knew prices weren't what they normally are and things were gone very quickly. But I also was very aware that I didn't have a lot of money. We got to the till and I decided to not get the bin and pushed it aside as I was going to store Christmas decorations in it and planned not to because that would be a waste. Which is weird because if you know me, I'm very organized and I love bins. So for me not to get a bin, something's going on that I was just not aware of in my dream. So we walked out of the store. So I ended up pushing my bin aside and not buying anything. Because I was counting the money in my pocket and I was like, I can't buy this. And the store was out of a lot of things. So I walk outside and it's nighttime and I walk outside and I look and the right side of the parking lot was all homeless people. It was sad, but it was the new way of life, okay? So I leaned over the temporary gate and I looked down and they were building something. So there were guys working underneath the Walmart and I thought it was kind of weird. And so I asked one of the guys that were working, I was like, hey, what are you doing? And they said something about an elevator shaft for employees. And when I turned to leave, I was instantly down below. And the guys are still working over there, but I'm in a different area. And what I'm in is a huge concrete bathroom. A huge concrete bathroom. So when I was down below, I knew that they were building and they had an underground prison with a huge bathroom. So I knew somehow what it was that they were building, and I couldn't believe that this was being built to house civilians. I also knew that somehow it was to fill scripture, and somehow I also knew that it wasn't for the homeless people up above. And I heard from the Lord to fulfill scripture, to have a bathroom that was big enough to fill the house of Jacob.
This whole underground city thing, man, really has got my mind turning. But the reason that they sealed all our caves off down here is because the potential for us to get underground and get in their city. There it is. They got the privacy green fence with barbed wire all over it. Well, it's razor wire. There's fresh water source. Everything's set up here for them. Slow down. This is their little complex. The sun's in the way. It's an underground facility. It's like a base. That's the top of it. Why in the hell does Walmart Supercenter need that? See the Walmart trucks? See, it's like a military style entrance, kind of like a FEMA camp. I worked in this white building here and I saw there's a tunnel. You can go from in that building to the underground facility.
And I also saw that people could or would receive the RFID chip in the Walmart stores, which is completely random, but that's what the Lord showed me in the dream. And lastly, I was shopping. After I'd seen this, I was shopping in Walmart, and 3 soldiers came up to me, but they weren't in like U.S. Army uniforms. It was a blue uniform, almost like a United Nations uniform, and they said, we've been looking for you for a long time, and they arrested me. And the next thing I know, I'm in a line. There's a big like sports stadium, and you know how the steps come down to the base, the center part of the stadium? It was nighttime, the lights were on, and there was a huge line of people as far as you could see going down the stairs. And as I looked down into the stadium, I could see a guillotine, and one after the other, people's heads were being chopped off.
Hello, I make this video not a happy man. I'm at the neighborhood Walmart in San Jose, California. And this is what it has become. I did not want to believe it, but it's happening. Does this look like your friendly neighborhood Walmart to you? No. Anyone who knows anything about jail knows what this is. That is a holding area. Oh, I'm not allowed to go past this line actually, because the security guard told me if I do, it links up to the San Jose Police Department and they will come here and arrest me. That's kind of weird for a Walmart that's not in use anymore. Look at, they got a security, why would you have a security camera right here? Why is this needed?
The usual narrative about Katrina recovery is FEMA came in late. You know, we know all these stories of them messing up. What is interesting is people don't know what worked, right? It's much easier and obvious what didn't work. And the stories of the good stuff that happened are harder. You got to dig them out a little bit. It's a motivation for research too, which is you guys think you know what's going on here, but using this framework and this kind of evidence, we can tell a different story. Walmart as hero, right? That sentence right there is enough to turn people's worldviews upside down.
Went back underneath the bridge and they were loading up with as many people, it's got to be dozens of people in the back of that thing. Gosh. They take them to a nearby Walmart, and then the Walmart is where I guess metro buses or school buses will take them to the shelter.
Walmart's great skill is inventory management. In the 1990s, their ability to speed up inventory management was a measurable part of GDP. This is what Walmart does, right? It moves stuff to where it needs to be.
Something's going on with Walmart. Why do they need ventilation coming out of where they're loading? From the underground. So it seems like they're unloading these trucks, taking them down into a basement. And a lot of these are even closed, and they're still loading and unloading.
We're going to look at this interactive map that we have created of all the Jade Helm Walmart closing episodes across the country. Strangely enough, we have found that all the closed Walmarts are very close to railway lines.
And he captured a video of the U.S. military processing American citizens into an internment camp.
Attention, attention, attention. American forces are here to help. Remain calm. We will not tolerate civil disobedience.
Okay, the dream. So I was in my mother's guest room sleeping and was woken up by about, I guess, 2 or 3 men in uniform, and they looked foreign, but they were clearly military. And they took me out of my bed and put me in a van, undressed me, blindfolded me, and took me to another location where I was thrown under the ground. And it was really cold. There were like 10 other people in there, and they were undressed and shivering. Somehow I found my way out, and when I came to the surface, there were people all around, all naked, getting murdered by these military guys, and they all had their own group of people to persecute. They were all persecuting them in different ways. I mean, it was just sick. Not just the way that they were killing the people, but the way they were treating them while they were killing them. That was the thing that really bothered me. I ran and just found the first car I could find and just drove in one direction as far as I could. And I saw a mountain and thought nothing of it until I looked again, and it was actual people. just piled up like higher than you could climb.